Hello everyone, it's Mr. Ting once again. Let me see where's the camera. Okay, the camera screen is over there. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is that I'm going to do all the ratio and percentage questions from this booklet. Okay, this is my favorite booklet for practice questions. I highly encourage everybody, I really do mean every P6 student to get one. It doesn't matter whether you are standard or foundation, just buy one and try. You will have a very good idea what are the type of questions that will appear, how you should prepare for it as well. Okay, as usual, very hot day today. I got my tea. Today is Liho. Okay, I get a different type of tea every single day. Okay, so without further ado, let's get on to do the questions. In case you're wondering what's going on, why am I always looking down? Because I got all the questions on my iPad. It's right here. Okay, so I'm not going to do it on the board because I think it's a little too small for to see. So I'm going to do it on the iPad. Okay, so I'm going to try to do all the ratio and percentage questions, and as I'm doing, I will give you commentary as to what to look out for, what are the concepts that are being tested, how it should be done, what's the fastest way of solving every single one of them, so that you can learn how to do them very quickly. Okay, so as I mentioned all the time, most of the time the questions are about fundamentals. You just have to be pretty good with your fundamentals, then things are going to be okay. But for some of the questions, I realized, well, I've done some of them before, so I do have a bit of memory of how it works. But for some of them, for most of them, I don't remember exactly what it is. So what's going to happen is that I will be doing real time. Okay, so for some of the questions, if I recall correctly, they are actually quite difficult because it's about ratio and percentage, and that's where you get all the different types of heuristics inside. Okay, so let's take a look without much further ado. Here we go. Question number 1. So Aisha has 3 empty containers PQR. She poured an equal amount of water. Okay, so the first question is an equal concept. How do I know that? Let me zoom big so you can see. So why do I know it's an equal concept? Because she poured an equal amount of water into each of them. After that, half of P was filled, 1/4 of Q was filled, and 2/3. So what I need to make equal is actually the numerator. Okay, so the numerator is 1. So I got 3 container P, Q, R. Now because she poured equal amount, so this one is half. Q is 1/4, so that's fine. But R is 2/3, so I need to make all of them 2. So this is 2 out of 4. This one is 2 out of 8, and R is 2 out of 3. Okay, can you see that I make all the numerators the same? Yep. Once all the numerator is the same, the denominator is actually referring to the capacity of container P, Q, R, and I just have to find the correct answer is 483. Answer is 3. There we go. There's one multiple choice down. Let's keep going. Next question number 2. Express 0.3 as a fraction. Now this is 0.3%, so most students will have problem trying to do this because they think 0.3% is something else. Okay, so always remember when there's 0.3%, the percent actually means divided by 100. So 0.3 out of 100. Now it is very ugly to have decimals. What I do is I change to 3 out of 1000. Okay, that should be the answer. Next. Sally had 40 stamps and Ting had 32 stamps. After Sally gave some to Ting, the number of stamps Sally and Ting had were in the ratio 1:2. Before and after. Okay, can you see that? How do I know? Well, usually there are like 2 persons, so I got Sally and Ting. Sally had 40, Ting had 32. Sally gave some to Ting, the number of stamps Sally had were in the ratio 1:2. Now, which type of before and after is this? This is difference and change. I was weather too hot and the brain something wrong. It's not difference and change, it's total unchange. Okay, what do you mean by total unchange? Because Sally gave to Ting, so it's like right hand give to left hand. Okay, better drink some tea. Very hot. Cool down a little bit. Okay, so Sally gave to Ting. Okay, Sally gave to Ting. Now, if Sally gave to Ting, that means the total is still the same. Now, let's look at the ratio of the total at the end. It is 1:2, which means that total is 3 units. So 3 units got to be paper 1. So no calculator. 40 plus 32, 72. Okay, 1 unit 24. So if 1 unit is 24, that means Sally has 24 and Ting has 48. So far okay? Very good. Too much sugar. Next time, shouldn't get so much sugar for the Liho. Okay, so how many steps do you think have at the end? What is that? Okay. Next question 4. Okay, so the number of visitors to the museum was 9,000 in August. This was a 20% increase from July. So 9,000 in August. Got 9,000 people. So we got July. 20%. That means August is 120% and July is 100%. Now this is a paper 2 question, so I can actually use the calculator. Yes. So how to find in July what is 100%? Then 100 divided by 120 times 9,000 people. Divided by 120. It's 9,000. 7,500 people. Okay. Next. Okay, so 5. The participants of a quiz are divided into 2 groups. In the first group, there are 20 more boys and girls. Second group, there are 12 more girls. Okay, let's divide into 2 groups. Okay, this looks a bit tough. Maybe we gotta put on our thinking caps right now. Okay, the participants of a quiz are divided into 2 equally. Okay, so here the keyword equally into 2 groups. In the first group, there are 20 more boys and girls. So group 1. 20 more boys and girls. So boys is like this plus 20. Girls is like that. Okay, group 2. Second group, there are 12 more girls than boys. So girls and boys, 12 more girls than boys. So girls is let's use triangle. Okay, boys is triangle. So this one is triangle plus 12. So 45% of all the participants are girls. 45% of all the participants are girls. What does this mean? This means that the bottom is 45%. But then another thing is that the participants are divided equally into 2 groups. Wow, this is a bit tough. Paper 2 question 13, 3 marks. 2016, no wonder. So something you realize is the older the paper, the more difficult the questions. Since 2016 and 2017, 2018, they have been slightly easier. Okay, so 2016 is quite tough. Now, in the upper secondary, you use the simultaneous equation method. Okay, what do you mean by that? Because 2 rectangle plus 20 is the same as 2 triangle plus 12. Okay, that is the first clue. And then we have the girls. That means a 1 triangle rectangle plus this triangle plus 12 is equal to 45%. Okay, let me try and think what is the fastest way we can solve this. Okay, without having to crack our head. The participants are going to divide equally into 2 groups. Group 1, group 2. One part. Okay, let's use unit part. So 1 unit. This is 1 part, 1 part. Okay, so 2 unit plus 20 is the same as 2 part plus 12. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit advanced. Okay, so this question, to solve this, I will use units and parts. I'm using units and parts. So 2 units plus 20 equals to 2 parts plus 12. That's group 1, group 2, comparing group 1 and group 2. Then the other one is that 1 unit plus 1 part. They are equal. So if 2 unit plus 20 is equal to 2 part plus 12, Divide everything by 2. 1 unit plus 10 is equals to 1 part plus 6. And I gotta use, because 1 unit plus 10 is equal to 1 part plus 6, so 1 unit equals to 1 part. It is a bit too difficult. So 1 part is equal to 1 unit plus 4. Okay, so 1 part is 1 unit plus 4. So what I want to do is to convert all the 1 part. I'm going to write group 2 one more time. Convert everything to units. Okay, so B, 1 part is 1U plus 4. Because it's 1 part. This is 1 part. So converted. And then G, 1U plus 4 plus 12. Okay, so this is 1U plus 16. Okay? Yep. And then I look at the second part. 45% of all the participants are girls. How many percent? Okay, so if 45% of all the participants are girls, I'm gonna use another color. Let's use purple. So girls is 1 unit, and this one, girls. So if I add all the purple together, there's a 2 unit plus 16. Okay, this represents 45%. And for the boys, so there's a difference of 10%. The boys is 2 unit plus 24. This represents 55%. So there's a difference of 10%. Difference of 10%, you see the difference here. It is take 24 minus 16 is 8. So 10% represent 8. 5% represent 4. How many boys are there? 55%. Times 11. 44. Took a while. Okay? Question 5. Let's check. Correct or not? Yeah, we're correct. How did they solve this? What? 8. Okay, so they use another method. It doesn't matter. Okay, we look at question number 6. Okay, this is the next one. So caterers prepares chicken wings for some people attending a barbecue. Ratio adult to children. But it's paper 2, right? Yep. Wow, 2016 a bit difficult. 2016. Okay. Next. Okay, chicken wings for people. Adults to children, 2 is to 3. So I got adult is to children, 2 is to 3. So among the children, ratio of girls to boys is 4 is to 1. So I like to do a bit of branching. Girls is to boys, 4 is to 1. So I got a problem here. Because these two add together should give me, it gives me 5. But I have 3 over here. So I need to change this children to 15. Now if I change this to 15, that means the ratio at the top, this whole thing, times 5. Okay, so I multiply by 5, that means here is 10. And I can split this again. Girls is to boys, 4 is to 1 divided by 5, this is 3 is to 12. Okay, do you understand how I get 3 is to 12 is to 3? Because I times 3, this whole thing times 3. To get 15. So what fraction of the people attending are boys? Only need the boys. So boys is 3. What is the total? Total 25. Okay, so part A answer is just 3 out of 25. Is it correct? Yes, that's correct. Part B, how many children are attending the barbecue? Okay, yeah, we are the next part right now. So total of 210 chicken are prepared. So each adult gets 4 and each child gets 2. Value and units. Okay, so this is value and units. I shall find some more space. Okay, because there's a total of 210, adult gets 4. So let's set up the value and units. Part B, value, units. So you have adult, children. Now, adult is units is 2 is to 3. then the value. Adult is 4, child gets 2. So 4 is to 2. Okay, so find the total. What we're doing, we're finding VU. How to find VU? Value times unit. So 4 times 2 is 8. VU, this VU. This is 6 VU. So if I take 8 plus 6 is equals to 14. 14 VU represents 210 chicken wing. Yep. Okay, 14 VU represents 210 chicken wing. 1 VU is, calculator, 210 divided by 14, 15. So 1 VU is 15 chicken wing. So I want to find how many chicken wing did the adults have. That's 8. So 8 VU, 120, and 6 VU, 90. So what's the question again? How many children are attending the barbecue? Now, because the total number of chicken wings that the children got was 90, and each child gets 2, so number of children, 90 divided by 120 divided by 2, 45. Next. Okay, so at first Ping had 60 textbooks some storage. We gave away 10 and 20% before and after. Okay, so Ping 60 textbooks, some storybook. So I got 2 types of stuff: textbook and storybook. 60 textbook. I don't know how many here. She gave away 10, so minus 10 and 20%. Okay, so at first there was 100%, so minus 20%. So if textbooks take away 10, you're left with 50. This one minus 20% is 80%. Now the total should be 118. Okay, it should be 118, but it is, but what's left should be 118. Now if I know there's 50 textbook, how many storybooks are there? 118 minus 50 equals to 68. 68 represents 80%. How many storybooks do Ping have at first? Percentage question, so 100 80 times 68. Real-time calculation. 100 divided by 80 times 68, 85. Boom! How many marks you get? 3 marks. Paper 2, 27. The next one, oh, this one looks difficult. Okay, how many marks? 2017. Yeah, so 2017 also quite difficult. Problem sum. Okay, ratio and percentage, most difficult stuff. Doing sum T first. Okay, so you have a red bag, 50% discount, blue bag 20% discount. Both have same price before. To buy the red, you need, okay. You see, Lina will need 250 more to buy the red bag. So so Lina bought the blue. After that, she had $2 left. What does this tell me? This tells me that if I take 250 plus $2, which is equal to $4.50, this should represent 5% of the price of the bag. How come? Because to buy the red bag, you need extra 250. So it's like you have this, Lina has this amount. You need extra 250, 2.5. Well, but to buy the blue one, she had $2 left. So that's 2 over here. So, and what's the difference in the percentage? Discount is 5%. So 450 is 5%. That's it. Next. Haven't finished. Okay. Go too fast. So what's the original price for the red bag? So 5% is 450. To find, I want to find 100%. I just take 450 times 20. 90. I guess so. Yep. 90 bucks. Correct or not? Awesome. Next B. So how much money did Lina have at first? Okay, so to buy the red bag, she will need 250 more. She needs 250 more. But the red bag was on 15% discount, and she need 250 more, but she bought the blue bag. Bought the bag. She had $2. Okay, so the blue bag also had 20% discount. So this part A done. Part B, original price is $90, so we gotta give it a 20% discount, which is 80 out of 100 times $90. Cancel, 72. So she paid $72 for the blue color bag and had $2 left. So how much does she have at first? 72 plus 2, 34. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Next. Oh man, okay, this question is one of the hardest. Should I leave it to the last? Oh, let's try to do this right now. Okay, how many more to go? Never mind, I do now. Okay, so at a walkathon, each participant completed either 3, 5, or 8. One quarter completed the 3, 9 of 20. Step 1. One quarter, 9 of 20. The 4 and the 20, they are all referring to the total number of participants. So what I do is, I split into 3 types. So we have the 3 km, we have the 5 km, and then we have the 8 km. So one quarter, so let's change everything to base 20. So one quarter completed, that means 5 units. This is 9 units. So 5 plus 9 is 14, so left 6 units. Okay, so that's the number of participants. What's the ratio of the number of participants compared to 3? So I actually answered part A. It's 5 to 9 to 6. This is part A. Okay, how did I do that? I convert the denominator to 20. Next, what is the total number of participants at the walkathon? Okay, so for every 1 kilometer a participant walked, $4 was donated. So a total of 8,208 was donated to charity. Okay, so first I want to find out what is the total distance walked. So distance walked 8,208 divided by $4, that would be 2,052 kilometers. Okay, so 2,052 kilometers walked. So what is the... Okay, this is a value and units question. Why? Because this is the value and this is the units. Okay, so simple value and units, we just multiply, add them together. That should give you that's equivalent to 2052. Okay, so let's proceed with the algorithm. Okay, so value times units. 3 times 5 is 15 VU plus 5 times 9, 45 VU plus, so multiply them together, 48 VU is equal to 15 plus 45 plus 48, 108 VU. Now 108 VU represents, I'm going to block my face here, on top, right all the way here already. Okay, so 108 VU is represents 2052 kilometer. 1 VU represents 108 19. Okay, so 1 VU represents 19. So total number of persons. Okay, oops. So I need to now you see, if 1 VU is 19 kilometer, let me just repeat this thing. So 3 km is 5 VU, and if 1 VU is 19, I take 5 times 5, 95 kilometer. Then the 5 km people, there's 9 VU, 19 times 9, 171 kilometer. And the 8 km people is 6. Wait. Wrong. Okay, I should be this. Okay, wrong. Sorry about that. Error. See, even I also make error. Do too fast. Next, okay, so the 3 kilometer people, there is a 15 VU. Okay, it's from here. 5 kilometer people 45 VU, 8 kilometer people is 48 VU. So 1 VU is 19 kilometer, 15 times 19, 285 km. 45 times 19, 855 km. 48 times 19, 912 km. Okay, last, I want to find the number of participants. Now, the number here is the total distance ran by, walked by the 3 kilometer people. So I want to find how many people are there. I take 285 divided by 3. So there are the 95 folks here. This 855 divided by 5. 171 folks here, and 912 divided by 8, 114 people. So total number of participants, add them together, plus 95 plus 171 plus 114, 380. That was tough. Deserve 1 D. Okay, let's go. Last 2. Okay, Anne had a total of 285 red and blue beads. She used 45 red and 40% of the blue. Before and after. Okay? So 285, so we got red and blue. So red, she used 45 red and 40%. So at first blue 100%. So minus 40%. You see, at this point of time, I still don't know how to solve. I'm just writing out all the whatever information is given to me in a table form. That's all. So red minus 45. After that, the ratio of the number of red to blue was 1:3. Okay, so 1 unit is to 3 unit. So there was a total of 285 red and blue beads. She used 45 red and 40% of the blue. So red is question mark, but I know that here is 1 unit plus 45. Okay, so at first you have 1 unit plus 45 and minus 45, you get 1 unit for the blue. At first 100% minus 40%, you get 3 units. How to do? So what fraction of her blue beads? So for part A, what fraction of her blue beads did N use? Isn't that just 40%? So it's 40 over 100. 2/5. 2/5. Yeah. Okay, so that's 2/5. Then part B, how many beads did N have in the end? Okay, so what I want to do is to convert the percentage to units. Okay, that's a bit tough. Why? Because I'm going to use red color to show you. So most of the questions, they are actually solvable. It's just that the conversion, you know, sometimes you must use percentage, sometimes you use units. So it's okay. Let me explain why. So if 100% minus, just looking at this part, 100% take away 40% should give you 60%. Correct? But instead of 60%, you got 3 units. So what does this mean? This means 3 units represents 60% of the number of blue beads. So if 3 units is 60%, I want to find 100%. What do I do? Well, to find 100%, I take 100 over 60 times 3 unit. So 10 over 16. It's 5 units. What does this mean? This means that at first there should be 5 units. Okay, so the 40% is actually minus 2 units. So what have I done? I've converted everything to units. Okay, change everything to units over here. So red is 1 unit plus 45, blue is 5 units. So how many beads did n have in the end? It's 4 units at the end. So at first, 285 represents 6 unit plus 45. So 6 unit is actually 285 minus 45, 240. So 1 unit is 40. So if 1 unit is 40, at the end of the day, she's left with 4 units. So 4 unit represents 160. That's the answer. Next. Oh, this was last year's paper 2 question, so it's a bit difficult. Okay? Is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last one. Okay, I'm gonna have my lunch later. Final question, 2018. So Lily saved 60 in February, amount 20% increase from execution. So Lily says, so we got February, 20% from what she saved in January. So this is $60. This is a 20% increase, so this is 120% from January. So January is 100%. First thing we need to do is to find what is the 100%. Okay, so how to find 100%? We take 100 divided by 120 times 60. $50. 50. So in January, saved $50. And what was the sorry, read too fast. Next, the amount she saved in March was 15% from February. So I'm gonna use another color. So March is 15% decrease. That means this is a new 100% and this is 85%. Okay, do you know why? Because it's a 15% decrease from February. So I have a change in 100%. At first the 100% was January. Now the 100% is February. Okay, so to find March, how much was it in March? I gotta take 85 out of 100 times 60. So it's 51. So to answer the question, what was the total amount from January to March? So January, just add them together, 50 plus 60 plus 51, 161. That's it. Okay. So B, that's part A. What was the percentage increase in the amount Lily saved in March compared to January? What was the percentage increase in the amount? What? In March? Percentage increase. But that's only like $1. So what do you see? There's a $1 difference. Reminds me of Grab Food $1 deal. So 1 out of 50 times 100. Okay, so 2. Yep, it's 2%. So the difference was 2%. That's it. I guess that's all. Yep. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that was all the ratio and percentage questions from the past 3 years of PSLE. Just to do a quick recap, now what are some of the heuristics that I use? I use a lot of before and after. Okay, I used the change of base. Okay, that's not a heuristic, that's just a simple percentage fundamentals. I used before and after. There wasn't any difference unchanged, but there was like a total unchanged. Don't have single unchanged. Okay, what other heuristics did I use? Let's see. Yeah, this is changing everything to units and value of units. Yeah, okay, so I use a lot of value of units. So value of units is so useful for the past 3 years. Okay, but yeah, those are the heuristics that I used mostly before and after, and value and so another value and units over here. Okay, so what does this mean, ladies and gentlemen, parents who are watching this? If you let's say if you don't know any of the heuristics, will be fine. I think you would have a bit of difficulty trying to solve the question. What does this mean? This means if you know heuristics, you don't really know every single one of them. I would say go with the before and after value units and remainder concept. You should be able to do a lot of the questions, but there's a very big but, okay? You have to know the fundamentals, because if I didn't know any of the fundamentals but yet I know all the heuristics, there is no way that I'm be able to solve the chicken wing question, you know, this two groups stuff. I wouldn't be able to solve all this simple percentage, simple ratio, or you know, multiple choice type of question. Okay, fundamentals first, but once your fundamentals are settled, I encourage you to go and look at the different types of heuristics, but make sure the fundamentals are good. Okay, so that is all for today. That's today's video. Okay, I try to do as many videos as I can because now we have slightly more free time, especially in the morning and just before lunch or after lunch I got free time, and especially if the weather is very hot, I prefer to stay in my aircon room and do problem sums. Okay, alright, so if you found the video useful, as usual, you can like, comment, share, yeah, okay. And oh yeah, one more thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this PDF into the group. So if you would like to download the questions, okay, all these questions in PDF form, you can join our group, which I'll put the link somewhere below, and you'll get all this PDF. If you don't have the PDF, it's fine, because I actually got everything from here, okay, which I think you should be able to get it. It's only like $1 plus. You don't have to join a group. If you've got the book, you can just take a look at that. So what's the purpose of doing all these videos? Just to show you that this PSLE math is not too difficult. It's not as difficult as you. Okay, I don't want to use the word easy, okay, but I think it's manageable. The word is it is manageable, provided you know your fundamentals and then you practice some of the heuristics. You will be fine. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.